Are we in? Are we in? Are we live? Are we here? So, if we are live, if we are here, welcome. So, it looks like we are live. It looks like we are here. So, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Before I start, okay, so, okay, so before I start, I have not seen the game. I've not seen any notifications. I have not seen other scores, anything like that at all. So yeah, I haven't seen anything like that at all. I've literally just got in from work, finished, and I want to see my my team hopefully win. I don't know if they have won or they haven't won. I'm not too sure. This is why I'm only doing the this is why I'm only doing the replay, so I can see it myself. So let's get into it. The Cardinals are at the 49ers. I hear that Christian McCaffrey's in, Deebo Samuel's in, Eli Mitchell's in. So let's play. Let's get this going.
Deebo Samuel, the Cardinals and the NFL say goodbye to three-time Defensive Player of the Year, J.J. Watt.
Where's the sound at? Sounds on. Let's move it up. Quick. Back. Right, here we go. We're in. So the 49ers kick off for the Arizona Cardinals. And we're off. Cardinals going for a run. 10, 15, 20. At the 16, 17 yard line. Okie dokie.
Two Iron Men who have actually started every game for this Cardinals squad. Safety Jalen Thompson and right tackle Kelvin Beachum. And you know, he has every excuse not to go today. He's battling knee and ankle injuries, but he told me pregame there's no way he wasn't going to finish what he started and go
here we
today.
go.
For him, it's about being a consummate teammate, a pro's pro. One more example, just
First
like
and 10 on the 20-yard line. Boom, quarterback's got the ball, hands it off to his wide receiver, and they've made up 3-4 yards.
And Farrell Cooper, who just returned the kick, catches it up across the 23-yard line. And these are the numbers last week. He has bounced around through his career, more recently with the Lions.
All right. Quarterback's pounced it over. David's got the ball. Oh, he throws deep, long down left. Oh, and he's got it cold. Stupid. 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown to Green. Oh, that's embarrassing.
And that deserves a blow.
David Plow done that.
What did David Blau say to us in the
Blau,
meeting?
mate, that quarterback Blau threw that ease.
Andy Dalton was a Texas quarterback.
What's that with the defense of the Niners? That's terrible.
He's like, I used to look
Absolutely
up to
terrible.
I used to watch him growing up. We were like, you ever tell him that? He said, no, but what a tremendous play call there by Cliff Kingsbury.
See what I'm saying?
Early.
Our defense ain't quick enough. Once the game starts, our brains should be in. The Chiefs taught us that. The Dolphins taught us that. They got a touchdown in 10 seconds. Oh, we've blocked the point. So that's good. All right, so that keeps that at bay. So the 49ers have blocked the point. But this is embarrassing. So
moving across there with the fake sweep.
Plow's got the ball, throws deep down left.
Big shot there from Samson at Bootcom.
Oh, Sam's on a bootman, mate. Not good. And they need to be ready for this, man. They need to be ready for these wildcards and playoff games. Green's ran. Lenore tries to get to him. No, Lenore couldn't even get that. Unbelievable. Not good. Not good at all. Yeah, not good, pal. Damn straight. That's an embarrassment, man. You can't play like that. Flipping hell. AJ Green, 725 catches, 10,500 yards, 14.5 average, 70 touchdowns, 12th season, 7-time Pro Bowl selection. Jeez. All right, kicking back now. We've got the ball. And it's going to be a touchback.
McLeod watches it sail over his head. Yeah, let's I know 49ers.
All right, Brock Purdy's on. Come on, mate.
See
what Purdy can do.
He hung in there, and so did the entire team.
Brock Purdy, first rookie with 2 touchdowns and 2 first career starts.
And winning the games. It's absolutely amazing. And even though he's played through kind of a little bit of oblique pain in that area, very much a hip thrower, and he said he's feeling better. Not 100%. Has used some pain injections against Seattle, but he lost since he's taken over.
Oh, Brock Purdy's got the ball. Hands off in the middle.
Picks up 9.
And McCaffrey ran straight through the middle. Makes up 9 yards. Answered quick.
And knee injury.
Offensive ranks. Trent Williams, Brimschool, Brundle, Burford,
Deebo Samuel. He can run, he can catch, he can do whatever you need him to do.
McCaffrey, Juicy Samuel, Ayuk, Kittle. Good.
Army knife, and he's so physical for a wide receiver, lined up in the backfield, taking handoffs. You see on jet sweep action, and it's the versatility of these pieces offensively that allows the 49ers to give a defense so many looks.
All right, here we go. Purdy's got the ball, throws in the middle. Open. Go, Juicy. On the 40-yard line in their territory. Fair play.
You're going to see Juszczyk lined up on the left-hand side. And again, it's about the versatility of the pieces.
So Purdy's got the ball. Juszczyk's just come straight in the middle. No one's covering him. Perfect. Straight in, straight through. 40-yard line. Perfect in their territory. No one's covered him. No one.
Underneath, and look at the run after catch for the Harvard fullback.
One of 3 Pro Bowlers on this offense. 3 starting Pro Bowlers.
There we go, 40-yard line.
Cardinals have had trouble bringing down runners. Yards after catch.
Brock's got the ball. Brock's got the ball. Brock's got the ball. He's running up top. Still running himself. He's running himself. Got a first down himself. Well done.
Well, I just love the pocket presence of Brock Purdy. Had an opportunity to call a number of his games when he was at Iowa
Purdy
State,
got the ball.
He just understands the timing.
Got Purdy. Look, Purdy's running top right. Season opening's going for it. Mobile, quick, very good.
He's like, I need to get on the move.
Moving up.
Downfield, but he decides to keep that one.
Casually picks up 13. I like what he said when he stepped in. I didn't have to be the guy. You know, people like Juszczyk.
Right, first and 10.
We've already seen these guys on display. But he's come up bigger than
37-yard line. Purdy's got the ball. Purdy's got the throws left open. Ayuk. And they've caught him up.
3 Cardinals there in a hurry. Chase Whitaker from his corner spot. And up front, we talked a lot about J.J. Watt, his final game in the NFL. And the rest of this lineup, they're shuffling. In fact, they've used, you heard Jen with injuries, 81 players they've used this year. That's a franchise record for the Cardinals.
Yeah, number 9, Isaiah Simmons, the former Clemson linebacker and safety. Versatile athlete. And Vance Joseph, the defensive coordinator, we asked him about Isaiah Simmons. Said never
here we go.
Player with that type of
21-yard line.
Playing mostly safety today because of the injuries.
Buda Baker, their leading tackler, out.
All right, Purdy's handed it off to McCaffrey. And
knocked down around the 22-yard line.
Yeah, made up a yard.
Made the Pro Bowl. Over 700 yards, 6 touchdowns. on the ground.
3rd and 4.
3 through the air since becoming a 49er.
They've gone quick, and now
got a 1,000-yard season from
they're not going anywhere.
Carolina Panther part of the season.
The Cardinals are covering every bit of angle now.
Between him and Purdy and the rest of this team coming together, even with their injuries, hadn't lost since.
Yeah, nobody more excited than George Kittle.
Here we go again.
Christian McCaffrey in this offense, and he called him up right away and has that same
21-yard line.
that the 49ers love.
Brock's got the ball. Brock's got the ball. Brock's got the ball. Hands after McCaffrey. McCaffrey's running. Gone. 10, 5. Touchdown. Brilliant. Ran straight in. Straight through. Bottom right. Perfect. 10 minutes 40 on the clock.
21 yards.
And the key to running these screens is understanding the timing, and it's generally the timing with the
perfect.
Right
Purdy's got the ball. Sees McCaffrey open. He's gone straight down the side.
That you're going to be blocking inside, and McCaffrey just such a natural runner, so smooth. He does so many things.
That's really good.
That allow him to be successful as a pass catcher, as a runner. He's just so much fun to watch. But always nice when you get the big
all right, and the kick. The point is good.
And the 49er faithful.
There you go.
Family. Just like that, they have the lead.
Yeah.
7-6.
That's really, really good.
Sly and the family stone to break. Dance to that music.
6-7. Fair play. Okay. Adverts as well. Oh, they got adverts. All right, what are the adverts on? At this moment, all good. All right, so to start off with, probably one of the worst starts, and we keep doing it. The Dolphins did exactly the same. We kick ball to them. It goes well. Is that loud noise? Yeah, we kick the ball to them. And it goes well. Everything's fine. And then as soon as they got for the first, Dolphins just ran away with it because our defense is not on point. It takes them a drag to get in. Always has done. And now they've done the same here again. David Plow's got the ball, throws it left. Not good at a start. And they need to get their head out their arse because once it hits the wild cards and these playoffs, there's no turning back because it ain't a regular season anymore. So they get the touchdown. Fair play is what it is. And then it goes back to Purdy. Brock Purdy gets the ball. Everything all good. Moves it up. Christian McCaffrey, Carl Juszczyk, slowly pushing it up, and then Christian McCaffrey gets the running touchdown. All good. All fine and dandy. And now we're just waiting because there is adverts, which I can't stand. Alright, slowly going back in. And we're back in.
It went to Pharaoh Cooper, then back to Blau, and then he completes to A.J. Green, covering 77 yards. Extra point missed, and then Brock Purdy
hasn't done too bad so far.
Touchdown, at least one in his 6th straight game.
You saw that arm angle change from Brock Purdy. It's that baseball background that he credited.
All right.
For his ability
no, that was done. That
so naturally.
Purdy's 49ers time to kick it back.
So
Robbie Gold's going to go for the kick. 3-2-1 and straight back to the Cardinals.
Pharaoh Cooper will let it sail.
And it's a touchback.
And they'll come out to the 25-yard line. Yeah, so we mentioned some of the shuffling. DeAndre Hopkins is inactive again. Robbie Anderson is out. This offensive line, Kelvin Beachum, has been kind of the main man in the moment, but go-to targets. Trey McBride coming off best game of his rookie career.
Yeah, and so many pieces out throughout the season for this Arizona Cardinal offense, including tight end Zach Ertz. But Trey McBride really emerged a week ago with
25-yard line. Here we go. David Plow's got the ball. Plow's got the ball. Throws it to 15. Wide receiver. To Cooper.
As we look at this San Francisco defense,
and he's made up a few yards.
Armstead, who's not quite all the way back, but getting healthier along with Bosa.
Defensive range, Bootman, Kinlaw, Armstead, Bosa.
18 tackles for a loss. He leads the NFL.
Okay. Alfred Fred Warner.
Your favorite at the moment, and in the secondary, who you keeping your eye on?
It's got to be
Gibson,
Talanoa, and D'Amico
and
Ryan's
Ward.
defensive coordinator said that he's gotten a little undisciplined with his eyes, but that's just because he wants to be so involved.
All right, here we
with the
go.
run game.
The player's got the ball, throws deep right.
They were locked up over there. AJ Green incomplete.
3rd and 7.
Ward, who is kind of, well, I would say outside of this area, under the radar, is one of the top corners in the NFL. And what he's done for San Francisco since coming over from Kansas City's been outstanding. Leads the team in passes defensed.
Well, this is exactly the situation that the Arizona Cardinals did not want to be in. This 49ers defense, one of the best front four. They don't normally need to bring
3rd
any
and
extra
7.
pressure, but sometimes
On
you
the
want to
28-yard
dial up
line.
that heat in a situation like this, 3rd and 7+.
Right, player's got the ball, still got the ball, still got the ball. Oh, and he's got sacked. Straight in by Warner. Oh, Samson and Brookman got him.
5.5 sacks this season.
Well, they just bring more than this Cardinal offensive line can block. And you see Bosa, he gets moved to the outside, moved to the inside, blows things up from the inside. But it's just too many bodies, too many guys moving in different directions, and a very well-coordinated rush attack. We saw some of that at practice the other day.
Brilliant.
Do
Fair play, see. Defensively, funny innit? We start off so damn slow defensively, and as soon as we get into it, we're on it. Right, so it's ours. 49ers have got it, and
works his way up to the 39-yard line.
39-yard line done,
Coming up, but look at the fourth.
and that's it. Okie dokie. Not too bad so far. Now it's our turn. We kept the defense is good. Now we've just got to keep it on target. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. All right. Back in again. So yeah, defensively good. Offensively good at the moment, no problem so far.
To the security guards.
There we go, back in again, and all
Security, I want to know.
right, here we go, 38-yard line. Brock's got the ball, and after McCaffrey, and we're going to go nowhere.
Brock Purdy, by the way, that was his 11th touchdown pass.
San Francisco domination since week 6, 9-0, longest winning streak since 1997. That was 8. 29.7 points a game, second most. 14.6 points a game, second fewest. 12 turnover margin, first.
And again, securing the division title and need a win to get the 2 seed. And watching that Eagles game, an Eagles loss and a win to get the number 1 seed in the NFC playoffs.
Boom. Right. Purdy's got the ball. Purdy's got the ball. Purdy got sacked. Gutted.
JJ Watt.
JJ Watt did it. His last game.
Because we know this is his last game. And 11.5 for this season.
So this is JJ Watt.
Him get skinny to get inside
And
right here, and he seemed almost offended. And I said, "Hey, at your age,
wow,
you can't quite do what you did when you first came in the league. You know, how do you beat people?" And he said he is just so much
JJ
smarter,
Watt,
sees things so much
119.5
better,
sacks from
and
50 different
understands the
quarterbacks.
technique
Jesus
that he
Christ.
needs to beat each particular player.
50th different quarterback. Purdy
Right, here we go. Purdy's got the ball. Purdy's got the ball. Purdy's got the ball. Throws deep in the middle. Caught by Ayuk. A dive. Perfect.
When he hit the ground. Might have another look at that. It looked like.
Oh, no, it didn't. It was incomplete.
All right, so did he need the
Have a look.
ground to make the catch?
No.
Well, I never saw that thing touch the ground.
No.
There's no question that that thing bounces up and down.
Yeah,
but it looked like his hands were under it the whole time.
Oh,
right there.
no, it was on the ground. It was on the ground, gutted.
They had a better angle than us initially.
Diving.
Thank God for cameras.
But we have
That was a good angle, so no, incomplete pass, gutted. Oh, he had a great dive and he caught it, but it hit the ground before it came back into his hands. Which is guttering, so they're going to punt it away. And Cardinals got it going for a run, 30. On the 30-yard line.
Purdy surviving the sack of
Okay.
J.J. Watt, who said, hey, I thought about
So,
retiring this year, and I wanted to make sure I went out.
So Purdy gets sacked by J.J. Watt on his last career game. Fair play. Went straight for him. And Brock got taken out. Unlucky with the dive, though. Brock Purdy had a great throw, but Ayuk had to run and dive. Caught in his hands, but as it went on the ground, the ball slipped underneath, so it wasn't a completed pass, it was an incompleted pass. Gutted on that. Let's move on. Skip through the adverts. All done. And we're back in. Not yet, back in. Not listening. Hurry up, stop talking. Right, here we go, we're back in. Okie dokie.
And he just said, boy, there are people in your life that make a difference.
JJ Watt's wife there.
I want to get your thoughts on coaches more than just football. Determine a path for you.
There we go. Cardinals go for a run.
Yeah, no question about it. They say a good coach makes you a better player, and a great coach makes you a better person. And clearly, J.J. Watt had a lot of great people in his life guiding his way. And
Second and
hearing
6.
him talk about his decision to retire this week, really no surprise. Some of the things that he talked about, because he felt that the most important thing about playing football was being able to have an influence and maybe some way, some small way, change the world.
All right, here we go. Blau's got the ball, onto the receiver, gone for a run, and he's gone over a first.
Former Philadelphia Eagle James Conner inactive. There is a flag down.
But there is a flag on the field.
Holding offense, number 15.
Oh!
10-yard penalty. Replay, second.
Holding.
The NFL in penalties, averaging 7 a game, so that'll push them back further. There's defensive coordinator D'Amico Ryans mentioned as a head coaching candidate and a former teammate. We're talking about J.J. Watt when J.J. came in as a rookie. D'Amico Ryans, the veteran on the Houston Texan team, said he wanted to live near him. And then J.J. said,
J.J. Watt and D'Amico Ryans, teammates in 2011. Yeah.
Candidate to be the head coach, I think he deserved that.
Boy, it's a great story though. D'Amico Ryans told about J.J. Watt jumping out of his gap earlier in his career, and he said, yeah, he can get away with that stuff back then.
All right, there we go. Second and 13. Blau throws left, gets caught, and second and 8.
Near the sideline, it'll bring up. They need to get to the 40 for a first down. Bring up a third
and 3.
Exactly where that spot is. It's at the 37.
And we're seeing some nice zip on that ball from David Blau, and of course he played high school football in Texas, and Cliff Kingsbury knew all about him, recruited him when he was at Texas Tech, and of course he started some games for the Lions.
All right, here we go, third and 13.
Had an opportunity to bring him in. You could see why Kingsbury likes him.
Plow's got the ball, throws in the middle, gets caught.
Oh. He did hang on. Jimmy Ward tackled him, and that extra stretch. Now, I don't think the officials are going to give him that.
No. That's like an inch.
And it's an early fourth down.
Well, nothing to lose here. They had done it a lot.
4th and 1, they're going for it.
Go for it here on fourth down.
Yeah, this is in.
They're going for it.
DNA, and I don't think
they're going for it. No, ain't made it.
Surge. Where's that push from behind for Blau?
Wow, man.
Eric Armstead back and healthy.
They don't even measure. First down, 49.
Wow, perfect. They stopped the Cardinals for a 4 and 1. Well done to that. Kept them at bay.
Boy, just
So have a look again.
all kinds of push on the interior, but it's Eric Armstead right over the ball. He's a tall guy, 6'7", but he plays with great pad level and leverage. Just stuff that thing in. Fred Warner taking a dive over the top.
Unreal, mate. All these players.
A lot of times can't get any leverage and helping to get that first down.
Yeah, that defense
Perfect.
without Ray Greenlaw, the Pro Bowler, of course, is Fred Warner, but Greenlaw having a Pro Bowl season, an ailing back.
Perfect. First and 10 on the 40-yard line. Boom. Pretty's got the ball. Hands up to McCaffrey. And it gets caught. So
he'll lose yardage. Let's get a game break.
Second down.
Carissa Thompson.
Thank you so much, Chris. So the Eagles were already up 3-0.
What's this? Eagles. Yeah. 10-0 so far in their game. Fair play.
Carissa.
Right, back in.
49ers need a loss.
49ers with a win today. Number 1 seed if Eagles lose. Number 2 seed if Eagles win.
Kyle Shanahan said, of course, we want to win this game, stay healthy, go into the playoffs, but we want the best seeding we can get, and he'll be. He said, oh, he's honest. I can't help it. I'll be keeping an eye on that score with the
Boom.
Eagles.
All right, there we go. Pretty's got the ball. Hands off to Samuel. And it was on the ground.
And who do you think it was?
Yeah, he's starring today in this film.
See J.J. Watt get through here and give the
J.J. Watt's just gone straight through again.
Afterwards, no. And change the arm angle right there, but Purdy just couldn't get enough in that thing. Didn't really want to step into it.
He actually deflected. I asked Watt about the favorite, all these quarterbacks, who's his favorite to sack. He didn't hesitate. He said the next one. And he already took care of Purdy
There
today.
we go. Purdy's got the ball. He's running because Watt's coming after him again. And the number 9's coming after him. He got sacked. It's unbelievable.
And it's going to be that pressure from J.J. Watt again that's going to drive Brock Purdy out of the pocket. And Isaiah Simmons, we talked about him earlier with his closing speed. Watch J.J. move all the way to the inside here.
J.J. Watt has just gone from the side. When you watch Purdy from
right?
behind, he goes
Then
from the
you use
side.
your backup right
As
there,
Purdy comes
Isaiah
back, he goes from
Simmons
there, straight
to
in the middle.
close
Open gap.
and finish the
Not
second.
good, man.
Mitch Wisnowski, by the way,
Not good for us, I tell you. J.J. Watt. Christ. Unreal. Now we're punting it back. That's not a good start. All right, Cardinals got the ball, going for a run. 20, 25 yards. 26.
A 7-6 game. Cardinal.
So let's move on that. Yeah, it's not good, man. J.J. Watt, really, really well. Pushed through. Reads the offense of ours easy. Unbelievable. Let's move on to the next one. All right, back in again.
This week, the entire NFL family has been praying for Damar Hamlin of the Buffalo Bills as he continues his recovery. And we thank the first responders and medical professionals involved in his care.
Damn straight.
The San Francisco 49ers ask you to join us in a moment of support and love for Damar and cheer for him and his family as
Yeah,
they continue
mate.
their fight.
Hamlin strong, this man.
That
Good
was
banner.
moments before the game today, before the national anthem, part of the healing process. Not so much a moment of silence, a moment of applause and support that we have seen.
All right, here
since
we
it
go.
happened.
First and 10
Damar Hamlin
on the
making great
25-yard
progress.
line. Plow's got the ball, throws deep left, got caught, and one-handed catch, but got pushed back.
Dropped a pass this season. That's 63 targets
Second
in his
down.
direction, and he shows you why.
Good throw, good
Yeah,
catch,
he
one-handed
really
catch.
impressed.
Was a
He's
one-handed
scout
catch.
team player, and you can see the plan here is really to get the ball out quickly, try and get the ball to
Fair
the
play,
perimeter.
one-handed catch.
But D'Amico Ryan's defensive coordinator for the 49ers, he's really tightening up that coverage, not giving a lot of space.
That was deflected by Nick Bosa.
All
Second
right,
down.
here we go
7.
again. Boom, Plow's got the ball. Plow's got the ball, throws deep right. Oh, it wasn't caught. It was on the ground. Incomplete pass.
Back around the 22, 23-yard line.
But there's a flag on the field.
Jimmy Ward's the one who deflected the pass on that delayed blitz. Extra pressure.
Really?
A call against the Cardinals.
bizarre.
Holding offense, number 79. 10-yard penalty.
Thank God for that.
Second down.
That's easy to see why Josh Jones was called. He was working against Bosa.
Yeah, you see Bosa here coming off the edge in that sprinter stance, and Jones had a couple holding
Bosa's
penalties
on,
a week
Bosa's
ago.
on,
Quick
holding,
move to
yeah.
the inside. He
That's
gets
an
by
easy
there.
hold as well. Nothing
Jones
stupid
just
about that.
grabs some jersey to try and
Fair play.
protect his
Well done,
quarterback.
Bosa.
A good flag,
Kept
and this is
pushing
the
and
worst
try and stop him at
possible
some point.
scenario with this
There's a
Arizona
holding call.
Cardinals offense against this kind of defense. Putting yourself in this
Second
kind of
and
hole.
17 for the Cardinals. Plow's got the ball, throws deep left, caught.
The pass is delivered to the 27.
Murray,
That's
that.
Hollywood. That's Marquise
5-6 yards or something.
Been battling a wrist injury. Again, without
Third
Robbie
down.
Anderson and Hopkins, the offense downfield for Arizona somewhat limited. Blau did throw the ball downfield last week, quite a bit more than we had seen even the healthier Kyler Murray do earlier in the year. Now 3rd down 9.
Third down, PCT, season 30%.
Threatening
Here we
extra
go.
pressure.
3rd and 9. Powell's got the ball. Lav's got the ball. Oh, he's running. Nearly caught him, but he hands it off to 23. Top right hand corner. And they've got him on the 29-yard line.
Brings him down, and it's 4th down.
4th down.
Aziz Al-Shire was
Warner
brought
had that.
some of that initial pressure.
Al-Shire,
This
Bosa, we're on it.
forces
About time.
David Blau out of the pocket, and he's just going to try and get rid of that ball and say, hey, I don't carry this thing for a living. You go ahead and try and pick up a few on this one. But again, they put themselves in the
Fair
hole,
play.
as they've done so many times this year with the penalties. Those can be absolute drive killers.
Fair play.
Everybody tries to be Patrick Mahomes. Not everybody can be.
All right, here we go. We're about to punt it away. Oh, nearly caught by our defense. Nearly got that blocked. But we've got it. Now we're going for a run. 30-yard line.
All the way up near the
Well done,
30
Ray McLeod.
before going out of bounds.
Going all right so far. So good.
Cap, we're wrapping up the
Back in
regular
again. The
season.
49ers
Round
table.
Trey Lance, 3rd overall
Trey
pick.
Lance, 1-1, a starter, broke
Second game
right
loss for the
fumble
season.
neck.
Former starter
Jimmy
G.
Garoppolo broke left
took him to the
foot, week
Super Bowl.
13,
Then
7-3
he breaks
a
his
starter.
foot against the Dolphins.
And now Brock
First
Purdy,
return to the
4-0 starter,
rookie, the
final
last
pick
pick
in the
in the draft,
2022
seventh
NFL
rounder,
draft.
Brock Purdy.
So Brock
And
Purdy.
He goes on to beat the Dolphins in relief of Garoppolo and has won his first 4 NFL starts. We'll show you a list of rookie quarterbacks.
Who's that? Is that Trey?
Sir Lancelot, Sir
Trey
Lance.
Lance,
No
injured
rookie
reserve
quarterback,
ankle.
by the way. I'm getting way ahead of myself, but this guy has a chance, has ever led a team to the Super Bowl. And we have started the most quarterbacks in NFL history this
Quarterback
season.
carousel this season. 68 different starting quarterbacks. Most all-time in non-strike season. 13 teams have used 3 different starters. Most in season since 1950.
49ers on their 3rd and the
Flip
Cardinals
it
on
now.
their 4th.
Right, Purdy's got the ball, throws it in the middle. Caught
It's Ayuk.
for another
Couldn't
first
come
on the
up with
40-yard
last one,
line.
good enough for a first down. That punt, by the way,
Perfect.
53 yards and a 14-yard return. So this completion helps the field position as the 49ers protect a first quarter 1-point lead, spotted at the 41-yard line.
And of course, not taking anything away from Brock Purdy, because he's made some good throws, and I tell you, he's got some great short area quickness. You know, he moves well, slides well in the pocket. But
Here
I
we
think
go.
This is a team, the way that the offense is constructed, really built for younger quarterbacks to
Boom.
thrive.
Purdy's got the ball, throws deep left
Pass
to
towards midfield. That's George
Kittle.
Kittle's first
And he's
catch
made
of the game.
2nd and
The
2.
great personalities in the NFL.
2nd and 1.
Another Pro Bowl year for George Kittle. Well, back to Purdy, it's interesting that he grew up in Queens Creek, Arizona. Went to Perry High School in Gilbert, so Arizona. But his dad, of course, facing the Cardinals here, his dad was a Dolphin fan and Marino, so that's why he grew up a Marino fan and wears number 13. Elijah Mitchell is in the backfield.
Right, here we go. Boom. Purdy's got the ball, hands it off. Great.
Mitchell spins in
And
the air,
Eli
lands around
Mitchell's
the
done
44,
well.
and it's a first down.
Another first down. In there.
These guys are
In their
just
dangerous
so
zone,
good.
the
So
Cardinals'
many
dangerous
different
zone.
looks They give up
Brock
front. You
Purdy,
see that?
2017 Arizona Cardinals
Very
HS
young
Player
Brock
of the
Purdy.
Year.
High school
Perry
player
High School.
of the year, the Arizona Cardinals high school player. This was 2017. He still looks like that, by the way. he just had a birthday to turn 23.
He's just a little bit older and wiser now.
That's it. An adventurous, an exciting first quarter.
Okay,
Cardinals score
so
on their
first quarter has finished. Not too bad so far. Not too bad. It's been all right. It's been all right. All right, now I've got to continue on. More to do. All right, back in.
beautiful weather day. There's been a lot of rain
Here we
in the
go.
area during the week. Field was covered, but we're in the 60s with the sun out, very little wind. A moment ago here as we start the
6
second
and 7.
quarter.
Start the
These
second
two were
quarter.
just in the trenches going at it. There's George Kittle with J.J. Watt, and then they're waving and saying, hey, look, right, that's J.J. I guess they're saying hi to Kalia, his wife, with baby son Koa, and she's up in the stands.
How cool was that? J.J. talking about his favorite NFL moments, and one of them was baby Koa being at first game.
All right, here we
2
go.
weeks back.
Purdy's got the ball. Purdy's got the ball. Throws right.
Incomplete.
Oh, incomplete pass.
Jawan Jennings,
To Jennings.
the target.
And we talk about a quarterback's development and that timing and time on task, just understanding how certain wide receivers go in and out of breaks, just absolutely crucial, because the margin of error in the NFL just so small. The timing very important.
Here we go. Second and 10.
From the 45,
Boom. Purdy's got the ball. Hands it off. No, Purdy's still got the ball, and he got tripped down.
The 50-yard line. Myjai Sanders, the rookie from Cincinnati, came up on an unusual-looking play. I mean, was that designed as a run for Purdy?
It certainly looked like it, but credit Vance Joseph, defensive coordinator, and this entire Cardinal defense. These guys are playing with a lot of fire. Didn't have their best game a week ago, especially up front,
Mate, that's a
with all
bad
of
run.
these new
Don't know what
faces.
Shanahan's play
You see a
calling was,
lot
but that was
of
a crap
these
play
guys
call.
just
Oh,
playing
tripped
with a
on his
lot
own
of
foot.
intensity. It takes emotion to play on the defensive side of the ball, but you got to be in the right place and you got to execute.
A loss of 8, big play for the Arizona defense.
3rd and 18. Purdy's got the ball. Purdy's got the ball. He's running down the bottom. Throws deep
toward
left.
the sideline, but there just wasn't a whole lot there for him
Could have been an
to work
interception
with.
as well.
And it's 4th down for this 49er offense. Dennis Gardeck applying some of the defensive pressure. Yeah, this defense, excuse me, Robert, they're without Zach Allen, and they're without, we mentioned Buda Baker. I know Zaven Collins, who's played well for them.
Oh, and that secondary. I mean, you know, this is why Isaiah Simmons is back there playing safety. Jalen Thompson, one of only 2 players that's played in every game this year. So a lot of new people on the back end doing a nice job covering up.
Oh, actually,
Brock
we've got
Purdy
to
had
punt it
nowhere to
away.
go on
Not
that.
good.
And no Marco Wilson or
Second
Antonio
start.
Hamilton. Chris
Purdy's
Banjo,
tripped up over his own foot.
injured reserve.
Over his own foot. When he's running
Wisnowski
down the bottom.
angling.
Throws.
Catch
Could have been an
called for,
interception.
a little sunshine
Bad,
there.
man.
Farrell Cooper holds it in.
You know what I mean? This ain't good play calling.
Cardinals, just
Unbelievable. Right. Move on from these adverts. Still moving on through these adverts. Okay, here we go. Back in a minute. In a minute. And we're back in. All right, here we go.
after the 39-yard punt. Puts the Cardinals at their 13. This crowd up with a
Okay.
little defense here.
Here we go. Right, Plow's got the ball. Plow's got the ball. Throw deep left.
Left.
Hey, intercepted. And we've got the ball. 20. We've got the ball. Still on the 20-yard line. Perfect. Gibson Senior. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Good interception.
Gibson has his eyes on
Good
Plow the
interception.
whole
God
way
knows who's
here.
Plow thrown it to. He just threw it to us.
Plow throws this one. His receivers doesn't have his eye
Perfect.
back on this one.
Absolutely
Doesn't really
well done.
think that ball is going to be coming to him.
Yeah, mate.
But Blau wanted to take a chance and paid for it.
So Plow's got the ball. They're watching from Plow. Plow's looking. He throws left, and it was supposed to go to Brown, number 2. No one was dead. We had 2 defensive players covering him.
Not just how
And he just threw it to Gibson.
Routes, but how they're going to adjust to certain coverage. Blau throws that one to the inside, thinking that Goodwin's going to be in there.
Perfect. 18-yard line. Boom. Hands it off. McCaffrey's running in the middle. Gone nowhere.
Gibson had an interception in overtime last week in the crazy win against the Raiders. His 4th pick. And already in striking distance, protecting this 1-point lead. Eagles have a 10-0 lead over the Giants as they play in the 2nd quarter late.
All right, here we are, 6 and 7. 13.
On Purdy. Eagles
13 minutes. 2nd and 8.
McCaffrey remains the back. He's got the touchdown.
17-yard line. Purdy's got the ball. Throws up the top to McCaffrey. McCaffrey's running. Still running. Up to the 10-yard line.
Boy, we talked about the versatility of
We're showing the Philadelphia Eagles game 13-0. Eagles have won it. So we'll see. Well, I don't know what seed we are yet, but yeah, Eagles have won that one.
I mean, you have an opportunity to get
fair
the
play
ball
to that.
A guy like Christian McCaffrey on the outside and some of these other weapons. It's one of those throw short, run long kind of offenses. You want to take your shots from time to time, but you always need to know that you don't need to risk it, especially in this area of the field.
Right, 10-yard line.
Jennings, top of your screen.
No.
Brock Purdy gets him to jump. Let's see. Adrian Hill, 4th season as a referee, an aerospace software engineer.
Encroachment defense, number 95.
Ooh!
Results in a 1st down.
Encroachment.
Well, this is something that was a real problem a week ago against Atlanta.
Oh,
Watt got called for a couple of them. You get lined up over the ball like that, no matter how many times you tell guys, watch the ball, don't listen
Arizona
to the
Cardinals, 6.9 penalties a game, most in NFL.
Using the cadence to get a few extra yards.
Jesus. 5-yard line. Purdy's got the ball. Hands off in the middle. Elijah Mitchell's got the ball. Touchdown for Elijah Mitchell. Brilliant. 13-6. Points on the board. Eli Mitchell running it through the middle.
And a quick 6 for the 49ers.
When you talk about eye discipline and why it's so important for a defense, because you know that offenses are going to be using all kinds of motion. You'll see the motion that way.
Perfect.
But then you'll see Mitchell, nice tough run.
Mitchell open as well, man. And he had 2 people trying to defend him out. Pushed through for a touchdown. 13-6. Here's Robbie Gold going for the point. And the point is good.
Had that knee injury.
Fair play. Fair play. Happy days for us. Moving on through the adverts. Back in.
2nd-year player who was drafted in the 6th round from Louisiana Lafayette last year, and that's another thing this 49er team.
Eli Mitchell, 43 rushes, 236 yards, 4.5 average, 1 touchdown this season.
Christian McCaffrey feeling it at the right time when you need to add a veteran. As they watch the Rams do that on their Super Bowl run.
Yeah, and certainly the best organizations, they draft well, they scout well, and they trade well. And you really got to do all of those things in combination because you never know when you're going to get hit with some of those strings of injuries.
14-6, right.
Touchback,
we punt away,
25,
and it's a
let's get another
touchback.
Game break. Check in with Carissa.
Thank you, Chris. So Cowboys trailing 7.
Can't show them, but wow, Washington's got a pick 6 against Cowboys. 13-0 to Washington. You're having a laugh.
Washington,
the Cowboys got getting beaten.
This year. AFC playoff picture is all set. The NFC, there are still some things to decide here.
Yep, all right, here we go. 25-yard line. Boom. Plow's got the ball, throws right, got caught. 40. 46, 47-yard line. They've moved up to. Fair play.
go with a little play action on this one. First down, you see all that run action, and McBride's going to do a little tight end delay. Blocks
30,
inside. He's
35,
got a number
40.
of passes that way. You
Yes,
see,
man.
nice run after catch. Slid his way into the end zone on the touchdown last week, his first career TD.
Pharaoh Cooper on the direct snap. A little wildcat from Cliff Kingsbury, and he works it down around the 46 of San Francisco. He was active last week in their game with Atlanta, carrying the football on a jet sweeps. They do that. By the way, David Blau, this is his 4th year from Purdue. Cleveland had signed him, undrafted free agent. He was with the Lions, cut by them, went to the Vikings, and was signed off their practice squad in the middle of December by the Cardinals. And here he's starting back-to-back games and chasing.
They snapped. Oh, that was a bad snap. So he snapped to Plow. Plow didn't catch it in his fingers. It tipped away from his fingers. A snap. Okay.
There was no play, false start, offense, number 53, 5-yard penalty, still second down.
Yeah, see, even good football teams can't make these kinds of penalties that just dig a hole and create problems.
Yeah, you're
Who's that?
right.
Oh, the
Philip
guy's holding
Price,
the ball
of course,
before the
has been
snap.
in there at center all year long, in because of injuries. I can't tell if that hits foot of the motion man or he just snaps that thing high, but either way, call the penalty on that one.
Yeah, 20 players injured reserve. We can count as many as 16 starters. That's currently 3rd most injuries in the NFL.
Awesome. Right, Plow's got the ball.
He's gonna go
Sacked.
inside the 45. Nick Bosa.
Nick Bosa gets a sack. Ah!
To add on to his NFL league-leading total.
Yeah, and Blau's got a pretty good pocket sense.
Oh, mate. Bosa with the sack. Perfect.
We've seen so many times.
We've seen Bosa from the right come straight down. Straight down, straight on him.
I think one of the more underrated aspects of defensive line play is having the good vision. Has the vision on Blau, and that one turned in at the right time to get the sack.
All right, here we go. Powell's got the ball. Throws deep in the middle, and they've got the ball. Oh, and it's gone top left over for a first. So Plow's got the ball. He's there. Clement's running up to the top left. I don't know who come in. I don't know who it was that tried to cover. I don't know if it's Hufunga or someone. Right, we're going to show it again. So as he's gone top left. Yeah, Hufunga. So Clement's got the ball, and he slips. Hufunga slips, and he's run straight past him for a first. You can't do that, man. 40-yard line. Plow's got the ball, and off in the middle, going for a run, but there's a flag on the field.
May have jumped. And this running game.
Offside defense, number 56. 5-yard penalty, replay, first down.
James Conner is out. He's been the leading rusher and was last year for this Cardinal team with a knee and shin injury. So it really has affected the running game. You have your leading rusher out, one of your top receiver, obviously, in Hopkins. And yet the creative play calling of Cliff Kingsbury has kept them in this game.
Yeah, and
unbelievable.
At this time of year, no teams are really fully healthy,
back
right?
again.
Like that's just kind of the nature of the league. It's a long year, but this line has especially
6 and 14, still Cardinals ball.
And that's Pharaoh Cooper taking the direct snap.
Going for a run, bottom right, over for a first on the 30-yard line.
Cliff Kingsbury make that Dortch on the handoff. Excuse me, it wasn't Corey Clement, but it was Pharaoh Cooper on the direct snap, the Wildcat.
This is the challenge that you have in week 18 of a season.
Look at that.
To get plays on
That's
the
really good.
field
Player
that
hands
they
it off to
seen on tape, and they haven't
so
had
who's
a
that
lot
to?
of success
83.
with conventional run. Really haven't tried it a whole lot. So just trying to
they've
get
made
these
that up.
speedy
Made that up for a
players
first.
on the perimeter and some direct snap, and they had
First
done
and
some
10.
of that with James Conner as well.
Got the first down, impressive.
30-yard line, boom. Plow's got the ball, hands it off. The 23. And yeah, it's gone nowhere. It's gone nowhere.
Aziz
Is that to Clement?
This is the best run defense, allowing just under 79 yards per game. And they are #1 in scoring defense. They only allow 16.5 points per
8
game.
minutes, 20 seconds in the last second. Down 6 and 14.
In yards given up, they're not #1 anymore. A couple of teams offensive. I challenged them, said, hey, how does it feel now? You're #2 or you're 3 Think about that when you go out there.
Right, here they go again. 2nd and 9. Lau's got the ball, running in the middle, got sacked.
Inside the 30. It'll bring up a 3rd down.
To McGill. Oh, to
Talk
McGill.
about that vision. Once again, just understanding that you need to keep your eye on the quarterback.
McGill's gone straight in
Just
for
kinda
him. Great sack.
anticipated that he was gonna be
Great
taken off on
sack.
that run right
Straight
there.
in.
Already
Jeez,
beaten this
boom.
man, turns back in and makes the play. Nice job by McGill.
McGill's just gone
That's a bit
straight
of a
in.
Buddha celebration right there too, rubbing his belly.
Right, 29-yard line.
They need 11. Blau throws.
Plow's got first ball to the left. He's open. Straight over for a first.
Now Shires brought him down. Should be enough for the 1st down.
McBride
Just a
had
spot,
that
and they're moving the
ease.
chains. He got the 1st down. You can see the comfort level in Blau despite the pressure from this 49er defense.
Yeah, just a simple option route from Trey McBride, and he's going to beat Al Shire.
Al Shire tried to get on.
That one. He's got that.
Al Shire, look at him trying to get to him quick enough, but just caught him by his
But it was
ankle.
also the run after catch.
To
He
grab
needed
him
a
down.
few more yards on that one, which allowed him to get the 1st down.
Right, here they go again. 20-yard line. Hands off to the left. Clement's trying to run up. And he's still running.
Hasn't stopped.
5
It
yards.
was about 5 yards
All them
ago.
people
It looked like
tackling
the
him,
play
and he
was
still
over.
ran through our defense.
And he took it all the way to the 10-yard line.
So
You see Dortch,
they're
he's
rushing from
lined up
play out from
right
behind,
here. It's
right?
gonna be a handoff inside, but you
So
see that reverse out
Clement got the
action.
ball, and he's run up. He's been tackled by
By
1,
David
2,
Blau.
3, 4,
That's
5
something that probably
defensive
haven't seen
players
on
of ours,
film. A lot of
and he's
creative
made
looks
up
in the run game
2nd
today.
and
We
2.
know what the 49ers can do with their offensive
I can't keep doing this.
creativity in the run look, and now going to go with a little bit of pistol action.
It's on the 10-yard line now. Plow's got the ball. He's going to run in the middle.
And
Over for a
the
first.
surge, can't tell where he is in that. I don't know how officials can see that well enough to spot it. But he did get the 1st down. That was what the priority was for the Cardinals.
Clement,
You know, teams have been running for a better average, and that includes running quarterbacks this year. I mean, one of the all-time records in the NFL, but the 49er average, keeping teams from running success per carry, is outstanding. 1st and goal, Cardinals.
All right, here we go. 1st and goal. Boom. They've got the ball. Running in the middle. Oh, they're inches away from a touchdown. Who's that? Clement again.
Cardinals opened up
2nd and
throwing a lot.
goal.
Now they seem
They're
to be
about
running
a
with
yard
success.
away.
Yeah, love this from Clement again, keeping that pad level low, so important near the goal line.
Not
Just
good,
getting
man.
that thing downhill, and you know that you need to do that against a team like the 49ers. They're extremely physical, but the offensive line, again, we've talked about all the different line combinations, all of the injuries. They're doing
Right, here
an
we go.
excellent job up front, allowing the backs to get to that 2nd level.
All right. A yard. 2nd and goal. Go. They're going to run in the middle.
Straight ahead,
And he's straight through for a
and
touchdown.
He is in for a Cardinal touchdown.
Corey
Bounce
Clement.
back and touchdown drive for Arizona. After the Cardinal interception and the 49ers score,
14-12.
a 12-play drive.
Fair play.
You see
I
Billy
mean,
Price at that center position. Watch him come off on this ball against Kinlaw, and you don't need to
Unbelievable.
get
Run straight in the middle,
drive
open.
all the time. Sometimes you just have to occupy a guy in the middle of the offense like that. And as a running back, you know that guy may have an arm free, but as long as I keep my pad level low,
all right. 12 and
because of that
14.
block, just got enough on him, I can still
They're
get
going for
that
the
thing
kick.
in there.
The kick
Matt Brady this
is
time with the
good.
extra point. First rush.
14-13 on that drive. I mean, mate, the defense, it's good, but not great. Because they're letting them have these holes. It's bizarre. They need to get their head out their arse now. Because they're heading into these plays, these wild cards. You know what I mean? There's wild cards playoffs. They can't screw up anymore. You know what I mean? All right. So moving forward. All right, back into the game.
First touchdown as a Cardinal, we said, but his 11th over his
Okay,
6-year career.
boom.
Yeah, really impressive on that drive, and I love the different looks that Cliff Kingsbury gave
they're
there.
in.
And again, without James Conner in there, you haven't seen as much conventional downhill running, but when they needed it down there at the goal line, they were able to do it, and that means your offensive line is getting it done.
45-yard line.
Ray
Bang, right, Ray McLeod's got the ball, going for a run, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Oh, on the way, what, the 36, 37-yard line?
What a return for McLeod, and he sets up Brock Purdy rather nicely. Two rookies made their first start in week 14 or later,
first
and
NFL
started in
start
the
week
playoffs.
14 or
Number
later made
11,
playoff start
both
rookie
of the Raiders
quarterbacks.
both lost. Three backups took
So
over
bowl
as a
champion
starter
quarterbacks named
in
start
week
week
14. That's
14 or
what Purdy
later.
did. Or later,
Doug
went
Williams,
to Super
Jeffrey
Bowl with
Sonic
Doug Williams, Hostetler, Foles, four
King,
rookies
and
that
Russell
started their
Joe
conference
Falco,
championship
Mark
games. Sean King, Ben Roethlisberger, Flacco, Sanchez, all lost
Rookie
that
quarterback
game,
in
though.
conference championships.
Again, no rookie
1, 2, 3, 4.
quarterbacks ever started
Fourth
a
done
Super
it.
Bowl. He has that chance. And it is in his home state of Arizona.
Boom.
On Fox.
Got the ball, throws deep in the middle, and it's caught by Ayuk, and he's still going, he's up, and he's been tackled down at the 45.
Ayuk has emerged. He's going to be coming up on 1,000 yards receiving for the season. It's going to be a deep over route. But what I love about this one is he knows that he's going to be
straight
taking
down
a pop from Christian
and then cuts
Matthew,
across.
but
Perfect.
still hangs
Boom.
on to this ball. But a nice throw again from Brock Purdy, delivering a strike over the middle.
Pick up a 22. Ayuk challenged early in his career
Nice.
by Kyle Shanahan. He's always tough on receivers because that's the position Kyle played.
55-yard line.
Just blocking, better route running, and Ayuk has responded. He's emerged as the ace
Right,
receiver.
and off in the middle, going in the middle, 49, 38.
Gets inside the 40, flag back at the 45.
Looks like it might be Sanders. No, that's Golden that jumped.
Offside defense. Number
Oh, more penalties for the Cardinals.
replay first down.
Oh,
It was Marcus Golden, as you mentioned, Robert.
Yeah, and you can see Marcus Golden here, and again, this is
the
this
top
is a
left-hand
defense
corner.
that really struggled with this.
oh
a week
no,
ago.
yeah, he got caught out.
And I know it's easy, right? Like, it's easy for us to sit up here and say, hey, just hold your water, hold your water. But these guys want to make a play, and I think it says a lot
40-yard
about
line.
this Cardinals team, the way that they showed up today.
Brody's got the ball, and after McCaffrey, ran in the middle, it's gone through 30 yards.
And gets a 49er first down.
Oh,
It was
wow.
Kyle Shanahan who kind of challenged this team. He fired up for this game. Wanted a 200-yard rush performance today. Has
You're
been
going to get a little bit of counter action here. You're going to get Kyle Juszczyk coming across, George Kittle coming across, and they'll run this a number of different ways. You run that counter sometimes with a guard and a tackle, sometimes with a tackle and a tight end, sometimes with a fullback and a tight end, like you saw right there.
McCaffrey picked up 10.
30-yard line. Purdy's got the ball.
As I was
Hands
saying
off in the
about
middle,
the
gone
200-yard
nowhere.
rushing performance, the 49ers have done that once this year, and that was against the Buccaneers. That was the start for Brock Purdy, so the rookie needed that. They've challenged them to do that. They've been over 100 4 times coming into this game as a team.
You could see tackle for loss right there. And again, he's talked about the way that his technique has improved so much throughout his career because he sees things so much better. You know, he talked about that guard, center guard triangle when you're on the defensive line.
He does it all, and this is his final
All right,
game.
2-minute warning.
Know by now he's having fun. That's one thing he always did. Enjoyed playing the game, and still said that's the most.
2-minute warning. Okie dokie. Alright. We're going to move on from the adverts. Alright, adverts moved up. Back in
Pretty
again.
much all set as far as the teams involved. The Eagles trying to get that #1 seed and leading the Giants. 49ers have a shot at that. San Francisco, because of the Viking win earlier,
Alright, here we go.
49ers need to win to at least secure the 2nd seed.
Okay, 30-yard line. 2nd and 11. Purdy's got the ball, throws right, caught, and over for a first to Jennings.
Good enough for the first down.
First down, well done. Jennings just got it over. So Purdy's got the ball.
A nice route, and
Jennings is from the top. Purdy's got the ball. Jennings is going for the top, straight down. Nice, and I was covering him on the 20-yard line.
That thing gets out any later. J. Sanders can drop off and deflect that thing. That's something Purdy really has developed, a sense of timing in this offense, knows that he needs to get rid of that ball.
The runner reaching the line of the game for a first down is under review.
Inside of 2 minutes, want to make sure that catch was good enough for a first down. His nickname is Third and Jawan. At least that's what the 49ers.
Under review. The catch is under review.
But let's see. Again, that's just kind of a guideline, the yellow marker.
Oh, yeah, he's definitely short.
Just a bit short.
All right, so he's short.
You there from the booth?
One thing through the Kyle Shanahan, the 49ers
2
the last
inches.
6 years, what's made him successful in a number of ways, they're the most dominant team on first down. They average almost more than 6 yards. And that always makes it easier than on 2nd and 3rd down.
Rolling on the field, first down.
Watching along with us. And Dean, your thought on the way this was reviewed or why it was necessary to just say, hey, it's not a first down.
Yeah, in the last 2 minutes, right, no coach's challenge. So this came from the replay official. Line of gain is just shy of the 19.
So he's got the ball.
This is a great look. You're going to see Jennings get spun around. It looks like the spot is closer to the 20, so they should move this back, and this will set up a 3rd down instead of a first down. And again, late in the half, every down matters, so that's why replay's looking at this.
Okay, and obviously the knee touchdown and the ball was a little bit back. Had it been the other way, right? Had the ball been forward where that knee was, or at least across.
Well, anything but a hand,
bizarre.
But a hand or a foot, it looks like that.
All right, so, well, either way, he looks caught from where we're looking from the TV. I thought it was a catch. I don't care if it's in inches, 2nd and inches or whatever, but it's still caught.
And that's why the replay official has taken a closer look. Thank you, Dean Blandino.
Yeah, take your time, mate. I don't know why the official's looking at the cameras at us. Look at the game.
Helping throughout all the games.
And hurry up, mate, all day.
Well, the point I was getting to before about Purdy, just really understands, and he talked about, maybe why the reason he dropped to the last pick in the NFL draft, just didn't have a lot of these throws from his college career on film, really throwing in
flipping out all this for him not catching the ball. Do me a favour.
Shotgun there, he kind of gets to the top.
I don't know what he's trying to do.
That's what we saw on that last throw.
Well, different from his college tape, but he became a better
it's bleeding
passer,
boring.
he admitted, with his agent, the same as Trevor Lawrence. Congratulations, by the way, to the Jags, who got him to a kind of a quarterback veteran customized camp where he worked on some of the throws and saw how he could really.
It's really a waste of time. But hey, it is what it is.
And made him a more effective thrower. Let's check on this.
Right, here we go.
After review, the ball will be respotted, and then we will measure to see if it is a first down.
Oh, for fuck.
So as Dean Blandino told us, replay official says,
who cares?
They looked at
who gives a shit? It's caught. Then give him 2 inches. Waste of time, man.
Just so Kyle
And then,
what he needs here for a first down.
Yeah,
have
the
a beer,
stadium
chill.
operator clearly wanted them to tell him something good. They were playing Rufus, tell me something good. Yeah, tell us it's a first down.
Tell me something. You love your music, and you got an ear for it the minute you hear it. That's how short.
It's a waste of time.
A 10-second runoff, right? Let's see here on 3rd and inches.
3rd and inches. I'm sorry, not 2nd and inches. 3rd and inches, but I do apologise.
Teams have 3 timeouts remaining here.
3rd and inches on a 1 from 30 minutes. 14-13.
After measurement, it was determined that the runner was short of the line of the game. Therefore, it will be 3rd down. Because the review changed the result of the play, the clock will be reset to the time where the play ended, 1:57, and a 10-second runoff will be enforced. Please set the clock to 1:47. The clock will start on my ready for play signal, 3rd down.
Wicked.
Thank
Right.
you, Adrian
After all that
Hill,
wasted
for
crap.
the
Let's go.
clarification. The idea is to get it right, and they did.
Love with the
Kyle Shanahan hoping that his team was going to build up a lead strong enough that he could kind of start tuning up. He said, I hadn't thought about who we're playing or the playoffs, that type of thing. I want to take care of this game first.
Okay,
At some
third
point,
down.
with the Eagles
Here we go.
winning in their game.
On the 20-yard line. Oh. No, there's a flag on the field.
Underneath after that whistle, flag, and a shaky snap.
Yeah, it looks like Brendel just snaps this thing a little bit early. He didn't quite have that snap count down right there. They're going to throw the flag on him, I believe.
Oh, not McGlinchey.
But Purdy was making sure he was scrambling to get to that football. He's barely 6 feet. He's crawling underneath on the floor of this stadium.
So where is it? Where's McGlinchey? Oh, he's there.
It kind of gets that double snap. He had that thing halfway up and realized, oh, wait a minute, nope, I'm not supposed to snap it. Well, might as well finish it.
Yeah, and he was
oh,
trying to
God, snap the ball
down.
properly, you prat.
All of the drama over the spot.
False start, offense, number 64. 5-yard penalty, still third down. Arizona has elected to not elect a 10-second runoff. Please set the clock to 1:34. The time and a foul. The clock will start on the snap.
And of course, they don't want that 10-second runoff. They want to
stop them and
absolutely
have an opportunity.
We want to get a chance. We've got the timeouts.
Cardinals will be kicking off to the 49ers to start the second half. So
3rd and
it's
6.
important for a number of ways in terms of amount of time and scoring right before the half in a 1-point game.
Christian McCaffrey lined up on the outside here.
Yeah, Christian McCaffrey's going to go for the run. This is it. McCaffrey's gone. McCaffrey's gone. Throws to McCaffrey. Colts for a first. Well done. Great play call there.
Dangerous. You get him lined up on the outside like that, and you don't know who's going to go out there. And this is going to be Jalen Thompson, safety. We said has been getting. He's one of the only 2 players that has started every game this year, but Christian McCaffrey runs routes like a wide receiver.
Brilliant.
Deep,
but he's got the ball.
breaks, makes a catch.
Throws to Samuel. Samuel's going for a run, and he's made that. Oh, mate, he's made up. 2nd and 2, 2nd and 3. He's at the 10-yard line.
Debo is just the perfect name for Debo.
Debo's back.
Samuel. That's just the way he plays the game.
2nd and 1.
Strong arm here on the outside. He's got
Debo's at the top right. Grabs the ball, bang.
Hey, I'm going to get the ball
and
in the playmaker's hand, and then he's going to kind of Debo his way close to a first down.
55
boom. Holds it, ran it over with McCaffrey. 5 yards. 5 yards, McCaffrey.
Led by Jalen Thompson when he got inside.
Oh, 26 less seconds left. 1st and goal.
Between Christian McCaffrey and
Arizona's got the first time out.
They have a timeout, Cardinals. Now this from Progressive.
To you.
That's crap on that. Right, so at the moment, sluggish, but moving on. The 49ers are doing all right, but it's, like I said, they're still finding their feet. And you can even see Shanahan effing and blinding about sort of plays that he's getting called up from either the box or somewhere else. But either way, not looking. It's looking good, but we're slowly making moves. It's just taking long.
Wrapping up the regular season.
Too long.
49ers trying to add to a 1-point lead as we near the half.
All right, here we go. 29 seconds on the clock.
To the top of your screen. McCaffrey's the back.
Purdy's got the ball. Hands off to Christian McCaffrey. Gun in the middle. Nowhere again. 5-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Cardinals, we have another timeout. Let's see if
Arizona's taking their 2nd timeout.
Showing on the clock. Not sure what Cliff Kingsbury.
Arizona, their 2nd. This will be a 30-second.
They will have 1 remaining.
2nd timeout used.
Back at the home office in Los Angeles.
Coming up on the
So 2nd timeout for the Cardinals. AFC playoff Oh, Chiefs, Bills, Bengals, Jags, division leaders, wild card, Chargers, Ravens, and Dolphins. I think Dolphins might sling that out.
The Rams are in front of Seattle, and if Seattle should lose, that means the Lions-Packers winner gets that last NFC wildcard playoff spot. 49ers are just worried about getting their 10th straight win. They've won the division. They're either the 2
Here we go. Here we go. Oh, here we go. We're going to run in the box. He's going to go for a throw. Boom. Purdy's got the ball. Purdy's got the ball. Purdy's got the ball. Purdy's got the ball. Throws to the left. Awesome. Kittle. Kittle's got it. Well done. (2013), 19 seconds left on the play. Perfect.
George Kittle really known for being a physical player, but he also runs excellent routes, and he's going to be matched up against Isaiah Simmons on this one. We talk about Isaiah Simmons and his speed.
So they're watching Kittle and Samuel. Perfect. Breaks. Goes left. Brilliant.
Just a step behind, but Brock Purdy gets it out with perfect timing with a strike.
Robbie Gold for the kick. Kick is good. 21-13. Perfect. Going well. That's it. Fair play.
We hear that from quarterbacks all the time, that you have to have a short memory, cornerbacks as well. And just being
21-13
for the opportunity and going out there and executing. And, you know, when he was going to be taken over as starter, linebacker Fred Warner was like, hey, he's been playing against the best defense in the league in practice for 13 weeks. He's going to be all right.
There's the kick.
He's shown that. Ball will bounce. And with 19 seconds remaining.
All right, touchback.
Go after the score.
Hey, Kittle said he's got some dog in him, right?
Yeah, that's right away. That was. I said, what do you like about Purdy? He's got a lot of dog in him. And
doing all right. Consecutive games with 2+ pass touchdowns, 49ers history. Wow.
Games. Boy, I mean, this go back, young Montana, the history of this great 49er franchise.
Going for a run. Nowhere.
Arizona to do much. Fred Warner leads the tackle and charge for the San Francisco defense. Again, 49ers will get the football to start the second
all right, all
half.
done, finished.
21-13.
All done. If I need Toad. All right, now we're moving up. Oh, they're showing all the games as well. Oh, we're showing all this. Well, I'm not interested in bloody adverts. Moving up. Moving up. Moving up. Moving up. Moving up. Bloody up. Oh, this is long. All right, back in.
25. Let's head down to the field and Jen Hale. Jen?
Well, Chris, you mentioned Kyle Shanahan was going to do some scoreboard watching with that Eagles game.
Jen Hall.
Changes personnel based on the
yes,
outcomes.
Jen.
Not anymore.
Yes,
He's
Jen.
not happy with how his team handled that first half. He said, you know, we've got to put them away and stop messing around.
Correct.
Leaving windows of opportunity open. He intends to keep his foot on the gas pedal this entire half. Now, one thing that will hurt the 49ers this half, guys, Demetrius Flanagan fouls. He's out with a neck injury. That'll mainly affect San Francisco's special teams.
Thank you very much, Jen, for the update.
Okay, so we've got a little bit of an injury issue with the special teams. Bob Purdy's got the ball. Bob Purdy's got the ball, throws in the middle. Bang. Ike's got the ball onto the 41-yard line, 42-yard line. First and 10.
Get to the top of that drop and get the ball out of your hands. You'll see Ayuk coming out of the slot here. Again, that timing from Brock Purdy. He's just getting more and more comfortable. And people have talked about his height, and maybe he's not all of 6'1", right?
13th, 49ers player with 1,000+ rec yards in a single season. Good. 11th by wide receiver. Ayuk's been on it.
In his third season, Ayuk over 1,000 receiving yards for the first
Brock Purdy's got the ball, hands it off to McCaffrey, running in the middle. Smell at 3-4 yards.
Ezekiel Turner brings him down. More than efficient is Brock Purdy. He handles things. The pressure was on, but when he needed to. He
Mate, he's on it. Brock Purdy's really good for a youngster.
He said, boy, it's great to have
Really
a guy
good.
like McCaffrey to dump off to.
Yeah, certainly, and he's learned
Perfect,
a lot
perfect
as a starter.
throw.
He talked about that very first play against Tampa Bay when he was a
Another
starter, and
perfect
Neil
throw,
blasted him,
straight
got
to Kittle.
called for roughing the passer on that one, but that's understanding
Right, here we go.
where your weak spots are and where pressure might
47-yard
come
line. Purdy's got the ball. Still got the ball. Still got the ball. And he's got sacked.
The football, the sack, J.J. Watt.
J.J. Watt's got 2 sacks.
Still has a half left in him.
Christ.
A half of an NFL game over his 12-year career and a 3-time Defensive Player of the Year with his wife looking on.
And he's going to split McGlinchey and Burford. Look at this.
Perfect.
Both of those guys trying to stop him, but
Burford and McGlitchky tried to take down J.J. Watt. No good. And this is what he's got to watch out. This is what this defense has got to watch out.
Second season with the
Because
Cardinals
even Packers have done that.
with the Houston Texans.
If we get to them. Eagles, if we get to them.
Part of the decision.
Cowboys, you know what I mean? Like, they've all done that. Purdy's got the ball, hands off McCaffrey. McCaffrey's got an open field. Way open, 50. Over for a first. 3rd and 17. And he's done that.
What a call right here. Just understanding what you're going to get on the defensive side, and everybody, of course, expecting pass. But look at the acceleration from Christian
He's gone.
McCaffrey.
He's running quick.
It's a little head fake to the inside, buys a few more yards out of that one, gets a stiff arm.
Yeah, and on 3rd and 17, they get 19 yards. Remember the playoff game against the Packers when Deebo Samuel and when Kyle Shanahan called his number.
Here we go again. 45-yard line. Boom. Purdy's got the ball. Fake plays, running bottom right. Stops. Throws in the middle. Gets caught. Oh, Kittle had it but tipped it.
McCaffrey, let's go back to in his 6th year. I mean, they got him in October. And the numbers, this is 3rd season with 1,000 rush yards and 700 receiving yards. 2nd most in NFL history. Marshall Faulk's done it actually 4 times for him. But no linebacker can stay with him. And Kyle Shanahan having him and a Deebo Samuel to work with. I mean, a defense, it just has to play with your head.
Well, you're really dictating to the defense. You're saying, okay, with this personnel, we've got a fullback in here, we've got a tight end in the backfield. Are you going to stay heavy and then try and cover these guys?
Boom.
Once we split
Purdy straight up.
Dump off to Elijah Mitchell.
So Mitchell's running. Gone first. He's gone. He's gone. Mitchell's gone. Still going. 5-yard line.
It'll be a 1st and goal, 49ers.
It's that physical mentality of the entire offense, the entire defense, and George Kittle said the way
Look at that.
these
Mitchell,
guys practice
far
with
right.
this defense, they know the defense
Purdy.
is going to be physical. We need to be physical too. Now, is that a hold maybe on the outside? Look, he got a little bit of a hug. Debo got that arm around Isaiah Simmons on that one to secure the block. And again, it depends on if you're an offensive or defensive-minded guy. They may have been able to call a hold on that one.
A 37-yard
1st and goal. Purdy's got the ball. Straight in the middle for Mitchell. Touchdown. About time. Eli Mitchell.
George Kittle, we talked about the feet being nimble on the last one. This time he's going to go a little bit of freight train action. And again, he said he likes catching those touchdown passes, likes a little bit of flat back. Though watch him come in motion, full speed on this one, and doesn't slow down at all, running through Jesse Lucetta, and Trent Williams was already engaged with him. Nice job by Mitchell.
Here we go, 27-13, ran straight in the middle, perfect, and the point is good.
Yeah, Trent Williams, Kyle Shanahan.
Unreal. That is how we should be playing on the first bloody half. Eli Mitchell goes from right, and then on the 1st and 10, straight in the middle. Mate, that's how we're supposed to be playing in the first quarter. Because once these wild cards hit, there ain't no going back. We need to get rid of the backside. That's bloody good second half start. Oh, here we go, back in.
Here at Levi Stadium, his grandmother, they sang happy birthday. She's 100 years old. She turned 100 on January 6th. Pharaoh Cooper on the return.
Boom, right, return. Oh, I've got caught 15-yard line. Perfect.
Inside the 15-yard line.
Well, and there's a birthday celebration. We could hear them singing. Happy birthday. It's good
100th
genes
birthday.
in that family.
And pregame, he gave her a hug.
Oh, that's so great, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's football is family. Getting everybody involved. It was great, too, between him with his 100-year-old grandmother and Koa, J.J. Watt's
George Kittle's
newborn son.
grandmother is 100 years old.
Kind of bringing it all together.
Faith, family, and football.
$15-point deficit for the Cardinals.
Here we go. 15-yard line. Right, Burrow's Plow's got the ball, heads it off in the middle.
Stop short of the
Made
19-yard line.
4 yards.
Well, big plays when the year started. You know, the Cardinals, first three, they improved win-wise each year. Got the playoffs last year. They got
2nd and
kind of
5.
stomped out.
Made it
They
5
just
yards.
haven't had. They've gone 24 games. That's their 25th without a pass play of 50 yards or more. It's the longest in the NFL.
What's happening there? There's a flag on the field.
Touchdown would strap.
False start. Offense. Number 53. 5-yard penalty. Still second out.
Mate, I bet you they're glad just to get rid of this game. Too many pens.
7 yards, so it would snap that string.
Yeah, and of course, DeAndre Hopkins out with the suspension early in the season, and now out with the injury. Robbie Anderson, they bring him in with the trade. He's out, so a lot of changing.
Right, here we
pieces.
go.
They don't want to make excuses, but they certainly have been dealing a lot with
Boom.
the
Plow's got the ball, throws left, gets tipped away, and nearly intercepted by Ward.
Chris, down here on the Cardinals
Ooh.
sideline, Myjai Sanders getting some medical
Gotta be
attention. They have
careful.
wrapped and braced his right
have
arm
to be
and
careful.
tightening up his shoulder pads now. As for Cliff Kingsbury, he was pleased with much of what he saw from that first half, except for the self-inflicted wounds. Very frustrating for him. He feels like this team should be past that. He certainly got after them in the locker room for not beating themselves today. Give themselves a chance to pull off this upset against the Niners.
All right, thank you, Jen. 6 penalties in the game. It's Wednesday.
Here we go again.
Arizona stifling their offense. On a 3rd and 10.
Boo, got the
Wow,
ball.
that's time.
Plow's throwing deep, left, intercepted. Brilliant.
Juggling pick for Tashad Gibson. His
To Gibson. Gibson's got the ball, 45-yard line. Great interception. Plow was throwing it to who? To Gibson, straight to Gibson. Throw deep down. Wow, bizarre.
Brown can get it on this over route, but watch
Right.
the speed from Warner dropping back from
So
his
imagine that. They're
linebacker
on the what?
position to affect
20-yard line
this
to the
throw,
50-yard
this
line,
route
and he
from
was
Brown,
going
never
nowhere
able to
near
finish
the
the
Cardinals'
route, and Gibson
offensive
able
player.
to get over and get the interception
He just caught it perfect.
after a couple of tries.
Yeah, mate.
Well,
He
he's a
come at his
defensive
hand and he
back
tried to get it off his
receiver.
face
That's
mask
19
and gone.
interceptions
Fair play.
for this 49er team this season.
Pick 6, brilliant.
Debo Samuel.
35-yard line. Purdy's got the ball. Purdy's got the ball. Purdy's got the ball. Throws left to Samuel. Samuel's gone. 30
Samuel
on the
right out of
18th.
bounds.
Well, again, Debo Samuel's not the kind of guy that's necessarily going to be beating tight man coverage, but this is what he excels at. Get him the ball on the outside, give him some space to operate. With the great lateral movement and the combination of the strength that he has, you can see right there with the stiff arm, makes him so dangerous.
Perfect.
The last 2 seasons, first player in NFL history with 2,000 receiving yards and 500-plus rush
28-yard
yards in a
line.
2-year span.
Boom, Purdy's got the ball.
Jordan Mason comes into the
Down
game
at the 20.
and fights hard. The rookie free agent from Georgia Tech, who actually had to beat out Trey Sermon for a roster spot when you go back to coming into the year. And Sermon was drafted in the 3rd round. Also have, along with
I've gone
McCaffrey,
really well. Pretty proud of him.
Ty Davis Price, 3rd rounder from LSU. Spotted now at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, and it was Ben Neiman that got home first on that one. What you saw a week ago against Atlanta from this Cardinals.
Here we go.
A lot of guys out of position.
20-yard line.
Much better against the run since then.
Bang, Purdy's got the ball, and off in the middle, and then, oh, brilliant. 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3.
We'll keep you posted with the Eagles score in the upper left.
16-0, Eagles have won that. So we could be the number 2 seed.
And if they win,
3rd and 2. We could be the number 2 seed, which ain't too bad.
Kind of keeping an eye on the clock, but he didn't want his players thinking about that. But if they are up big and the 49ers are up, you may see some of the starters resting, as we're seeing with Mason coming into the game.
Mason's in, okay.
We've already seen Elijah Mitchell in that running back spot.
Boom, hands off the middle, over for a first.
Carries for the first down.
The big man, you ask them to get up on those lead blocks, you better throw them a bone every now and then. That's what you do with Kyle Juszczyk. Big fullback lined up here. So many times you take you to the ball. Sometimes he's going to get that ball. You go with a little sweep action to try and fool the linebackers, but you want to try and get him the ball when you can. You can see he's also an excellent receiver. Again, just so many pieces on
12.
this offense.
Yeah. He's their emergency quarterback.
Right, Purdy's got the ball, hands off to Mason, top right hand corner, going for a run. Oh. Not too bad.
Arizona defense came in allowing the 3rd most points in the NFL this season.
2nd down
just
still.
under 26 points a game. Defensive coordinator Vance Joseph has had to kind of piece things together with a number of his key starters out much of the year, and then now at this point going to 3rd and 4th string and players off the practice squad, and
really at every level of the defense too.
10-yard line. Boop.
Purdy's
going for a run himself, and he's made that 3rd and 5.
Certainly not the fastest quarterback in the world, but he's got some quicks to him, and more importantly, it was just
3rd
a
and
good
4.
decision, understanding where you are on the field, when you can take off, get a few extra yards, and get into a nice, manageable 3rd down.
Pushing up, they're pushing up.
Ain't
too bad at all.
He said, but I've been a scrambler my whole life, and that's good enough. And it certainly has been here.
Me thinks he may not have been telling the truth about the 40-yard. I think he knows his time.
Jordan Mace from the back.
Purdy's got the ball. Purdy's got the ball. Oh, he's going to get sacked. Oh, he's got sacked.
Cameron Thomas, rookie from San Diego State, bringing him down.
Cam Thomas is one of those guys that has gotten a lot of extra snaps this year. You can see him fighting the whole way, spinning his way back to the inside. And you're right, Vance Joseph, defensive coordinator, has really had to plug a lot of different pieces in. And just when players were starting
field
to
goal
emerge,
attempt.
guys like Zach Allen,
27-yard field goal attempt. For Robbie Gould.
And he's the reason him being out. That
Done it.
Neiman's in today.
Kick is good. 31-13. Fair play. No.
49ers have never
Right, back in again. The 49ers pumped away. And they're going for a run, the Cardinals. 10, 15, 20, 25. Up to the 30-yard line.
As he gets up near the 29-yard line.
But there's a flag on the field.
Holding during the return, number 45. That 10-yard penalty will be enforced from the spot of the foul. First down, Arizona.
Just because you go into the playoffs with a winning streak, these are we checked the last 25 years. These teams had won 10 straight to finish the regular season, but then look at their playoff result. Wow. Lost in divisional, lost in a Super Bowl. Only one.
Lost divisional.
2003 Patriots went on to win a Super Bowl. So it's not as easy. I'm sure Kyle Shanahan will have them prepared as they take their streak into the playoffs. A home game against, they'll find out soon, by tonight maybe. Well, they will find out by the end of that Packer-Lion game who they play.
Oh, they're going for a first.
Battles to get up. It's got a first down near the 28-yard line. Yeah, the Seahawks are trailing by 3 at home with the Rams at the moment. A loss takes them out. And then it's all up to Detroit or Green Bay, the winner of that game at Lambeau, to decide who gets in. And if you're the 2 seed, which the 49ers, a win secures that, then you would get that 7 seed right here in your first playoff game.
Of course, you want that. And of course, if you're an Arizona Cardinal fan, you want to see this offense continue to operate. Right. Have the penalty before the drive
Lav's got
even
the ball,
started.
hands it off, little throw.
Run out of bounds
And it's
by
gone up to the
Fred Warner.
30-yard line.
Yeah, it was
Second
interesting
down.
how Warner has led this team in tackles for so many years consecutively. Came in second on the team in tackles, and Dre Greenlaw, the leader of the team with 127 tackles before, had a chance. He's played like a Pro Bowler, Greenlaw, even though Fred Warner is in another one. Had a chance to finally supplant Warner as the leading tackler.
2nd and 9.
But Warner back where he's used to being on
30-yard
this 49er
line.
team, and one of the top tacklers today. Up around double-digit tackles so far. Blau.
Oh, Blau nearly got sacked. He's grinding out. Oh, it's been fumbled on the ground. And the 49ers have recovered the ball.
Pointing, we'll wait for the official call. Jordan Willis knocked it out, and the 49ers have the football.
Brilliant.
Now this is going to be 3 turnovers, and David Blau, you know, time on task. You have to understand
3
sometimes,
turnovers.
even though
Flip it
Willis
now.
breaks free on this one, sometimes you just got to keep moving when you get outside of that pocket. You see Willis coming off of this edge right here are going to be working against Beacham. The only offensive lineman that's played every snap this year. He just kind of gets his feet
Blau
stuck
tried
in
to get out.
cement. Runs into Hernandez, so he can't get over to continue the block, and Willis is able to get home.
Blau's got the ball.
Sack.
Ball comes out of his hand, and Willis
Another
recovers.
takeaway, and there is the 38-year-old defensive coordinator of the 49ers in his 2nd year, coming in after Robert Saleh. And such a connection with his players and this defense.
And he's another one of those guys, you know, not just what they are on the field, but what the guys are off the field. That's something that D'Amico Ryans learned when he was at Alabama. Coach Shula was the head coach. Joe Kine,
but he's got the ball.
Coach, taught him that.
Mike Shula, son of the great Don Shula.
32-yard line, boom. Purdy's got the ball. Mason's running through the middle. Perfect for Mason. Up to the 26, 27-yard line.
4 minutes remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Eagles are winning 19-0. And once Kyle Shanahan is comfortable, you wonder now as a rookie, and again, this was just his 5th start, although he's got a dozen touchdown passes. Purdy, any playing time is good playing time, but you don't want to risk any kind of late injury as you get ready for that playoff game, assuming they have this game in control.
Yeah, and that's the balancing act, right? And I think if you're Brock Purdy, if I was Brock Purdy going into the playoffs, give me as many snaps as I can get.
Right, here we go. Hands it off.
Mason.
To Mason.
He was signed as an undrafted free agent by the 49ers, coming in here he only had 32 carries over a 5-week stretch. He's played in all but 1 game and providing depth here against J.J. Watt and the Cardinals.
J.J. Watt, you see the little head shake to the inside. He's always that high effort guy. You combine that with his physical gifts, you get a dangerous player for a number of years, and almost certain Hall of Famer.
Yep, I call him a walk-in Hall of Famer, meaning the minute he's eligible, he can hit right in.
Boom. Purdy's got the ball throws deep in the middle to Kittle. Perfect. 5 yards. 1st and goal for the Kittle drive. Perfect.
Give that pressure look, and then they're going to have one high safety. Kittle's going to work from the inside here, working against Jalen Thompson, who's
absolutely
down in the box.
Perfect.
And it's the timing again, and this is something you talk about, time on task, time and time again. Quarterbacks want to be able to work on this. At the top of my drop, I got to be ready to make that throw. Got to be able to make that throw with the proper trajectory before the safety can get there. Did it once again right there.
Jordan Mason remains the back.
All right, here we go.
He gets the chance.
Mason's running in the middle. Perfect. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Pushed and pushed and pushed. Jordan Mason should have been on this field ages ago. Great backup. 37-13. 2-minute warning. Perfect. You can't go wrong.
This creative play calling, they all seem to produce.
You get Kyle Juszczyk. You know, a lot of times that fullback's going to lead the
Look
second
at that
level
bow.
of the defense to the play. But you can see sometimes you cut that thing back up inside, and the second level of the defense has vacated, kind of following the lead blocker, or what would normally be a lead blocker if it was going to be an ISO play, and you have some space back inside. But none of that matters if you aren't getting it done on the offensive line. And of course, 49ers with one of the best in the National Football League.
Under review. I guarantee it. Under review. Booth review. Go on.
What they're saying here. A booth review just to make sure
Waste
before
of
the
time.
extra point is kicked, because then it's official and it's history. Certainly looked like it was ruled a touchdown on the field.
Waste of bloody time. Move on the adverts.
After a booth review, they reversed the call on the field.
Oh, wow.
As a touchdown. So with 2 minutes remaining, this is why they said he didn't get in. It was so close.
Oh, it was very close, but it looks like he extends the ball, but then he's pulling it back, which is sometimes a smart move. You don't want defenders knocking that thing away.
This shows the knee, right?
Yeah, the knee's going to come down, and it's just not quite over the plane when that knee touches. It's very close.
Yeah, I think they could have left that one.
Hey, but those guys get graded on that.
All right, here we go. Second and a goal. Or second and an inch.
Gets graded too.
Boom, running in. Nowhere.
And shoved backwards.
He didn't get that one early.
Yeah,
Not good.
Either.
He tried to get the ball up and reach it across. That's 3rd and goal.
Yeah, again, you have to be so careful, and he's going to reach, but he does the right thing. He just reaches quickly because
you don't want to lose the football.
Well, you don't want to get that thing knocked out. You don't have any support for that ball. You can't just keep that ball extended like that, hoping that it's crossed the plane.
All right, 31-13. 3rd and goal.
Yeah, I mean, guys like Breeze and Brady have made that famous. See if Mason gets his chance.
Boom, and it's off. Oh, quick throw, bang, to Kittle.
She holds on, and that is another
George Kittle touchdown. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Now it's a 37-13.
And a 3-touchdown game for Purdy.
There you go with that play action. Everybody lined up in the middle, expecting to run straight up the middle. And again, we talk about the versatility of the pieces and the route running of George Kittle. Does it again right there.
Robbie Gold going for his second. Straight in the middle. 38-13 with 1 minute left on the clock. Let's get rid of these. Okay.
The whole time. And this is clearly the way that George Kittle just lives his life. Like he's constantly falling back in a chair.
38-13, 1 minute, boom. And again for a run. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Across the 30 for the one-time. Ram does an excellent job of giving them good field position. And Trace McSorley, who had stepped in after Colt McCoy suffered a concussion, and that's what's keeping McCoy out. McSorley will now come in for David Blau, who may have been beat up a little bit the last few times. He looked like he was in pain over on the sideline. He's also had a rough day in terms of turnovers.
All right, Trace. I can't pronounce his surname, but the Cardinals are bought Trace.
Help this offense in a lopsided game.
They're going to go under center here as well, something we haven't seen much from them today.
All right, Trace has got the ball, hands it off in the middle. And
they've gone across the 35. 4th year from Penn State.
For a yard run.
McSorley played in 5 games last year. He had 1 start in week 16. played in the loss to the 49ers this year, one in Mexico.
Injured player.
And out of the injury tent is David Blau.
David Blau looks injured. David Blau's injured.
Now this from State Farm.
No adverts, man. So, yeah, it's been all right. You know, good. Fair play to the 49ers, putting them red down and kicking ass. About damn time as well.
Neighbor, State Farm is there.
Back in.
Josh Jones, left tackle, being checked on. He's the injured player on the field, as again McSorley has come in for Blau, who had gone into the injury tent. And looks like Blau is headed toward the locker room. Jones is up. This is kind of emblematic of the Cardinals season, when injury on the field and injury off the field.
13
will come in for Jones. What, they have 10 different offensive line combinations during the year?
It's amazing. You know, I think they're third in the league right now with 11 designated starters on IR. It's just been that kind of season. And when you stack up injuries, in particular one unit is important as an offensive line. It could hinder so many of the things you're doing, some of the things that you're doing now, stacking up pretty much everyone on the team.
McSorley can run from the quarterback position.
Right, Tracy's got the ball. Throws deep left, and it's no good.
The target was Marquise Brown. Lenore in the coverage. Let's check in with Jen for more on the injuries.
Yeah, Chris, dismal situation here on the Cardinals sideline. We've got Josh Jones in the injury tent, David Blau back in the locker room. J.J. Watt described the situation coming into today, kind of like the movie 300. He feels like the Cardinals are 300 men trying to fight 10,000. They know it's an uphill battle. But again, what J.J. and other veterans are reminding this Cardinals squad, it's about pride, it's about finishing, it's about doing your job. So there are some players down here on the sideline trying to keep the Cardinals spirits up.
They are try-hard guys, and they have battled through all of the injuries.
Cardinals got the ball.
Oh,
gone for a run in the middle. Gone for a touchdown.
That's what he was doing most of when he first came in for Colt McCoy. Got the first down. And that will take us, as the clock winds down.
All right, third quarter is
in Santa Clara, California.
Last quarter to go. Move up. Move up. All right.
Here we go. Farrell Cooper lined up for
okay.
the snap.
45-yard line.
A few times in the first half.
Tracy's got the ball. And they're gone for a run now. The defense is on top of that.
It's the 22nd time the 49ers have won their division. Fifth title since the current version of the NFC West was formed in 2002 in the 4-team format. And the big prize, they'll get at least one home game. Keontae Ingram comes in.
All right, here we go.
In the postseason, they'll be.
I'm going again. Tracy's gone for a throw in the middle, and it's got Colt.
36 by AJ Green.
AJ Green,
block
fair
by
play.
Keontae Ingram on Hufanga, who's going to come in on a blitz. Take a look at this here. He's going to go ahead and chop him down. He realizes that McSorley's far enough away from him where he can go low like that and get him down. But what a throw by McSorley. Hitting Green. Coming across there.
Ingram the back. If the 49ers do hold this Cardinal team to under 35 points or fewer, the first time they've held the opposition under 300 points for a season since 2013, even with the additional 17.
Ain't going too bad.
And they lead the NFL in the most important defensive stat, which is scoring, allowing just 16.5 a game. Bosa, maybe your defensive player of the year. Micah Parsons, maybe the other candidate.
Bosa?
Yeah, he's within a sack of the 49er team record of Alden Smith, but he may not be able to get back out there.
Bosa's, oh, Ingram's trying to get somewhere. Nope.
It'll bring up a fourth down. Third down. Need to get to the 26-yard line for a first down.
Yeah, and the throw that we saw from McSorley in the last throw over the middle to A.J. Green, impressive right there. And we saw the 49ers dial up a little pressure, bringing Hufanga in from the edge from that secondary position. We'll see if they dial up the pressure right now. Got a long way to go to get this first down, but I have a feeling maybe 4 down territory at this point.
Timeout.
Timeout taken.
This February, buckle up.
This.
One of NASCAR's most thrilling.
So this is going to be slow moving now because they know that the 49ers have gained a lot. The 49ers have won it. So there's C2. Golden Gate Bridge.
A wild ride inside the Coliseum there on a quarter-mile track.
It's a great event, and fans really enjoy coming out to see
Right.
it. Fox is proud to bring it to you. On a 3rd and 10.
35.
McSorley keeps.
They're going for a run.
Slides before he could get the first down, and now it is 4th down. They'll need about 3 or 4 here.
4 and 5.
Depending on the spot. Boy,
Looked like a little mix-up right there in the backfield, too, because McSorley was going for a little fake action there.
Hasn't been too bad. I mean, fair play. The Cardinals are pushed.
Different. So, little mixed signal.
And if you want,
we speculated when
you know,
3rd and 10,
from the Cardinals,
on 4th down.
player of the day is JJ Watt.
This is now the 40th.
He's done he's done what, 2-3 sacks?
For the Cardinals.
Like, he's kicked ass
They've been behind much of
throughout
the
that whole thing. Kicked ass. Unreal. It's gone for a throw to the left now.
49er defense.
No, yeah, the defense is on point.
Man on the spot, and the offense will take over.
Yep.
Lenore, Jimmy Ward right there. Of course, Lenore had not been starting all year long. Doing a great job here at the end of the year.
Fair play.
His family.
Right.
Most players.
Here we go. Back on it.
To say when their careers are going to be over. He understands it all ends.
Who's playing?
At some point, either in high school.
Brock Purdy's not playing, is it?
Jordan Mason carries and Josh Johnson has come in relief. Let Brock Purdy
Johnson's
start
playing.
Focusing on the next phase of his rookie career.
Josh Johnson, 15.0, 2,020 yards, 13 touchdowns, 16 interceptions. Jesus Christ, 15th season.
At age 36, originally drafted by Tampa Bay.
Oh, mate.
And you wonder if Jimmy Garoppolo, who's out of the boot and kind of walking around throwing on his own, at some point, if he'll be back in the postseason, maybe a championship game health-wise. And the numbers on Brock Purdy, didn't turn it over, protects the ball very well, a 3-touchdown game, and uses, as you've pointed out through the game, Robert, his talent around him so well. Mason on a bounce outside. You know, I asked George Kittle about, hey, the Super Bowl run that you guys had with Garoppolo, is this team, are there? And he said, well, 2 things stand out about this team. Number one, the depth we have. We've dealt with injuries throughout the year like other teams, and we've responded, whether it's defense, offense, the quarterback situation, right, down to a rookie with Brock Purdy. And then the other thing was, he said that the physical game we play, he threw this stat out. He's very proud of it. Every team we've played, the week after, we've done such a job of beating them down, they have lost their game. They're 0-15, I believe is the updated number that he rattled off. And that was something that he thought
Right, here we
related
go.
to the strength of the Super Bowl
Johnson's
team
got
and
the
maybe
ball, going for
Fisher's
a
team.
run.
As Mason
With
just gets
Mason,
across the
building up.
42-yard line. He's short of the first down.
Well, certainly offensively and defensively, you
4th
can
and
just
2,
tell the
0
physical
wins
nature
by
of this
teams in
team,
the
and they
week 1
really
game
enjoy
versus
it.
some 6
I
0
think
15,
you can
first
just
time in
hear the
NFL
guys
history.
talking
Winning
about
10
that
games,
and the way
bloody
that they
hell.
Especially
play.
Kittle, right?
Well, Kittle, but really all those guys. I mean, you see Debo, you see all these receivers, Ayuk, all those guys are physical blockers, and of course the backs, with Christian McCaffrey in there, another one of those versatile pieces to add to that offense. Again, makes it so hard on a defense trying to figure out what personnel they're going to be in and how they can play man when those guys
Kicking
split
it
to the outside.
away.
Wisnowski's punt, fair catch, Farrell
Boom.
Cooper. This worked out so well for Shanahan on the 49ers, being able to give certain players playing time, get the starters tuned up. The great history of the 49ers.
Moving forward, getting closer for the end. To the end.
If they won
Back
the
in the
3
camp.
pros, if they win the Super Bowl, then that will equal the New England Patriots on that board.
Yeah, everybody talks about their welcome to the NFL moment. Well, for me, it was sitting in my very first meeting after I got drafted by the Vikings, and I'm sitting in there with Roger Craig, who, of course, was part of so many of those great 49er teams.
Belt gone left. Gets caught.
AJ Green and a couple of 49ers bring him down. Yeah, speaking of Roger Craig, it was fitting that Christian McCaffrey, right, first 6 years for running backs, broke that record of most receptions as a 49er. And that's a move we can talk more
In
about.
booth
The success
review.
of
Another
making the
in
right
booth
moves
review.
for this team at the right time, and it seemed like a lot to ask for a draft pick. The amount of draft picks that were involved, but it was worth it, especially when somebody in your division was going after him. And it's really, he's fit so well with this 49er team. Ingram is in the backfield
here we
on
go.
second down after a loss of 3.
Got the ball.
Pass is
Throw
caught
to the
inside
right.
the 15. Trey McBride. How about the future? And much has been written. Contract extensions for the GM and head coach of Arizona prior to this season. Of course, Kyler Murray had his surgery in Dallas, but they're not sure, especially as active a runner as he is, the first major surgery in his young career, but when he can return to full strength, maybe a month or two into next season. I mean, that's a long way off. And rumblings about, will the Cardinals make some kind of organizational change up at the top on 3rd and 7.
All right. Tracy's got the ball. Then he got sacked. Throws the ball out. Got a completed pass. 5 yards away from our touchdown. Sorry, from our first and goal, first down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding offense.
No.
Number 68. That penalty's declined. 4th down.
Cardinals will be punting the ball away. We did speak with Cliff Kingsbury about the situation, and look, what's he going to say? I have a contract. I'm trying to win a game and do the best I can with the people I have. Michael Bidwell, the owner, is very active. He said he talks to him often. They sit, they look at film together. Vance Joseph is involved in that as well, and they'll meet at the end of the year as they often do. And there is Michael Bidwell to assess the situation.
And it certainly makes it more
Pump
difficult
back.
when you have a quarterback that you've given that
Right, so they
extension
punt
to.
it back.
As you mentioned, Keim has the extension. Kingsbury has the extension. We've heard about some of the fractured relationship with Kyler Murray and Cliff Kingsbury. You don't know how many of those things are true, and we just don't know what conversations are going on in the background. So, like everybody.
Okay. All right, here we go. Back in again.
Making that decision from a position, understanding that new person,
All right,
maybe even
going
new
in.
GM, has to know or have an idea
Going
of how
over
they're
for
going
a
to
first.
address all of those issues that currently
Who's that,
exist. And
Davis
it's not
Price?
just about Kyler Murray and his health and when he's going to be back, but just so many areas of this team with the injuries, with free agency. How do you replace all those pieces at the same time?
Meanwhile, with Josh Johnson and Tyrion Davis-Price has come in, the rookie 3rd rounder from LSU. carried a moment ago. They'd like
Johnson's in.
him to hit the hole a little bit more quickly. They saw some talent.
Boom, Johnson's got the ball, hands it off in the middle, and they're going for a run, and they've made up 4 or 5 yards.
Had 26 carries coming into this game.
Super wild card
Super
weekend.
wild card weekend. The NFL playoffs are here, and it starts presented by Verizon with Super Wild Card Weekend. 12 teams, 6 games,
Mate,
3 days.
I've got Sunday off. I hope we get.
The Super Bowl 57 starts here.
I hope we get the 49ers game
today for the announcement of that full schedule.
I think in the last couple rounds of the playoffs last year, you had games that were either within 6 points or went into overtime, carried over into close games this season. Can't wait to see what we get out of the playoffs this year.
Boom. Right, hands it off in the middle.
Davis Price. And even though the last 2 Super Bowl winners, they won in their home stadium, had never happened before. Tampa Bay does it. In Tampa, the Bucks win there, then the Rams win. And even though the Cardinals won't be winning the Super Bowl in Arizona, homegrown Arizona quarterback Brock Purdy might. He has that chance to not only do that, but again be the first rookie to lead his team to a Super Bowl as he guides the 49ers forward. Eagles just 3.5 left in that game. 10-point advantage for Philadelphia. They nail down the #1 seed there. This win for the 49ers, provided they hang on here, gets the 2nd seed in the NFC. Vikings won earlier today to get the 3rd spot. Tampa Bay 4th.
Never a run.
Ty Davis Price carries once again. Had an early season ankle injury, kind of put him behind on some things.
Yeah, Davis Price, you talk about, well,
I mean, this is going to be a slow, janky quarter, but 38-13 is really good.
Blocking scheme, and more often than not, you got one of those big boys pulling out in front of you. You want to stick with your big man, at least for a little while. You turn those things back up too soon. Don't give them an opportunity to get to the edge and get on one of those defenders. You'll be running into a headache.
Mitch Wisnowski to punt again. 49ers just anxious to protect the lead and run down the clock and get out of the building and ready for the playoffs. Find out who they're going to play and prepare for them. Another inside the 20. He's done it better than anybody in the NFL this season, the highest ratio, and he continues to do that.
Doesn't disappoint.
McCaffrey fits the mold of a 49er. The Stanford star has found a home here.
Exactly what he was doing at Stanford.
But
here we go. Tracy's got the ball.
Nowhere. Ingram carries after that 47-yard punt. And the most scrimmage yards per game in NFL history. Look at the list of players here over the Jim Brown. We're talking Hall of Famers. Walter Payton and there's McCaffrey right in the thick of it.
McCaffrey,
just amazing what he's been able to do.
Yeah, he says, well, they were kind of protecting him a little for the play. He doesn't like it.
That's why he looks grumpy over there. He's 79 yards total, come on.
Told Kyle Shanahan when he took him out the last game, hey, you know, I could finish those games. You know, I'm not sure. He's like, I know, I'm just trying to. We're going to need
trade all those yards for a ring, right? That's what everybody is after.
Right. So that deal, just to go back over, was October 20th from the Panthers. They gave them a 2nd, a 3rd, and a 4th in the 2023 draft, and then a 5th round in 2024. And Kyle Shanahan said, hey, I knew, I got this mention from our guys who do all this, right? John Lynch and company. Hey, we can get this guy. He goes, yeah, it sounds good. We worry about, salary structure and that type of thing. And it's like, is that price a little high? And then heard like, oh, somebody else in the division may want to get this guy. It's like, let's go for it.
Here we go again.
And they're glad that
3rd
they did.
10-yard line.
He's worth whatever they had to give up, but especially if they get the big prize at the end.
Good.
On a 3rd and 3.
Going for a run.
Fighting to get the first down. Well, the Cardinals also don't with Colt McCoy. I mean, if he's over the concussion, the veteran at age 36, would he, if Kyler Murray's not ready for the Cardinals next year, and you want to bring him back here, is he going to be your starter? Do you really have a backup? Do you look for somebody else?
I mean, and we're not exactly sure what the quarterback market's going to be right now. I think it certainly has hurt the top end of the market, kind of what's happened with Kyler
Oh,
Murray
throws in the
and
middle.
Russell Wilson this season and all the
Intercepted.
injuries we've seen.
Perfect. Ends the game.
George Odom, top
Odom's done, mate.
for the 49ers, gets his opportunity and a dazzling return all the way inside the 15-yard line.
15.
Deshaun Gibson had 2 interceptions earlier.
Unreal.
The ruling on the field is an interception. First down, San Francisco.
Just throws that ball a little bit too far behind. A.J. Green on that one doesn't lead him enough. Provides the opportunity for the interception. And you see Green moving to the right. You see him right in the middle of the screen right now. Just doesn't quite lead him enough.
He is still out there battling, and that's the message he wanted to leave when he spoke to the team on Friday, that
2 minutes
value
29.
every snap, every opportunity. The time goes fast, and you got to give it your all. Be grateful for the chance to play in the NFL. We do it as kids, and he said in August he's going to see finally what an August is like without football. Age 10, he's been
until he goes and watches his brothers.
Yeah, his brothers had a nice. They sent out a nice little message. Watching really nice shoes, but about thinking about his family, the cleats before the game, that just part of the send-off. And
farewell to a legend, mate. JJ Watt.
3-time
Defensive Player of the Year, 5-time 13 All-Pro, active
All-Pro,
and quarterback hits and tackles for loss. NFL Man
this goes far beyond the field, which every player and people who've had a chance to meet him. Walter Payton, NFL Man of the Year award winner in 2017. This was before the game today.
First and 10. One down.
Ty Davis Price carries for the 49ers. Yeah, even when he was in Houston, this is kind of what he's done.
Awesome.
And he also worked so hard. Who was it? David Wow who told us, boy, here's this guy in his last game, and he's not mailing it. He's out there at 6 a.m. working hard, preparing during the week. He and his wife settle into. He did say, I asked him about coaching. He said not at the college or NFL level, maybe high school, but broadcasting. He said, and I didn't say that earlier in my career, but I think I'd like to at least be around the game. I love football and some broadcasting, but mostly.
Mate, JJ Watt's done wicked here.
Root for my brothers.
JJ Watt is definitely player of the game for the Cardinals, mate. Oh, honestly, fair play. All right, sorry this up. No. All right, back in. Here we go.
JJ White to his wife Kaylia, son Koa, watching there here in the stands in his final game. An emotional moment all the way around in the stadium. They showed and honored him on the big board, the Jumbotron, and he took it in, and even the opposition appreciative of the kind of player in person.
Yeah, mate. 2-minute warning. And a standing ovation. Fair play.
49er.
Fair play. Deserves it. It's done well.
He said I'll try not to make it emotional. He said it'll probably hit me, when I'm away and I'm supposed to be back out there playing. But there wasn't any doubt in his decision that this was the time. He wanted to go out playing at a high level, as he said, and he has, with a couple of sacks today and a lot more.
Oh, yeah. End this game.
Carries. So we'll call this a Hall of Fame career.
5 and numbers. 12-year NFL career. 317 quarterback hits. 195 tackles for loss. 114.5 sacks. 27 forced fumbles. 6 touchdowns. JJ Watt. 114.5 sacks. 12-year career. Fair play, man.
The megawatt plays, lining them up in the backfield, going out and making a touchdown. He said one of his favorite games a few years back against Tennessee. He said it was like the best 3 minutes of football. Got a strip sack, fumble recovery, and then was able to score a touchdown on a reception a couple minutes later.
Boom. Adding up, boom.
I want to thank our crew throughout the year: Mark Butler, Bob Charlap in audio, Eric Norberg, Mike Moody, Jeff Wallace and camera graphics, Danny Chang, Don Walker, Rob Levy video, Director Scott Katz, Avery Howe and Brooke Long, our production managers. James Petralka and Rick Odioso helping Robert and I here in the booth. Technical director Kyle Collins, Joe Lyons, and Jay Johnson, our technical producer. Broadcast associates Sarah Shields, Connor O'Brien, Sunit Bhakta, Chirag Navaskar, our associate director. Producer Eric Biller.
Boom, and off. 30 seconds.
Bringing you the pictures, the audio of the
Finish.
NFL
10 straight wins to finish regular season. Fair play. First time in franchise history.
10 straight wins to finish
fair play.
Season. Just another check
fair
mark in the
play.
history of the 49er franchise. A first for them, and Kyle Shanahan will take this team into the playoffs. Now, they'll either play, as the Eagles will get the bye, the Giants,
fair play,
or they would play Seattle or Detroit, that wild card, that final wild card team in the first round here, the playoffs.
Oh, and what a run it's been for them at the end of the year, and what a job Kyle Shanahan's done.
27 seconds
Trey
left.
Lance going down with the injury, to Jimmy Garoppolo going down with the injury, and then plugging a rookie into this team. And again, I think they're kind of built uniquely, structurally, offensively, and from a mentality standpoint,
finished,
from an entire team,
brilliant,
just being physical.
Right, so it's over, it's done. I hope retire goes well for JJ Watt. He's deserved it. A great 12-year career. So good luck to him in the future. But 38-13, finished, done. End of discussion. We are now hitting wild cards to playoffs, and I hope we do well. But other than that, we're done. We are sorted, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll give you more news on tomorrow about what's going on and so forth. But other than that, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next stream video short.